Rob, it's great to see you again, and this time, MultiCon.
Yeah, MultiCon's
Great,
awesome.
great charity for the victims of wildfire. How does it feel for being here today?
It was a great honor to be asked to participate, and an immediate yes, because I don't have anything better to do on a Saturday than to help raise money for a good cause.
Now, of course, you are here for the fans. You're always here for the fans,
Okay.
but today you did a panel on comic books with Kevin and Rob today.
Yeah, that was really fun. We all get along really good, and it was fun to get us all there together. That I used to attend these shows as a kid, 12, 13, 14, and I would go to all the panels because you want to hear what the people that we dig, the people that make the comics, we want to hear what they have to say. And so it's now fun being on the other side of that.
Now, you always are asked these questions about the comic book industry. I mean, what is the state of the comic book industry? Especially, you have iconic characters under your belt, of course.
I think the comic book industry is fighting back. I think we're getting some of the most inspired work from some of the best creators in years. I really think the last year, I think people kind of saw maybe, it's going to take our best efforts to get this industry and get it back up and going. And I see great product coming out everywhere, and I think the industry is heading towards a new revolution.
Do you always, are you a firm believer in the fact that, like these other mediums like movies and films and TV, help out comic book sales?
I think they do. I wasn't convinced at first, but now the entire generation has grown up on those films. And I'll tell you what's even more so, because this is happening in the space right now, and kudos to Marvel Comics, Marvel Entertainment. They have a game called Marvel Rivals that is getting my nephews and brought my two 20-something boys back, and all their dad, Marvel Rivals. The power of a video game. Deadpool, people kind of sleep on the fact that Deadpool came to be known to my son's generation, whatever they're called, the Gen Zers, through video games. Marvel put out a different video game every year that had Deadpool in it. Among them, whether it was Ultimate Alliance, whether it was Capcom Marvel, whether it was the Marvel Lego, and video games capture the attention and the time. My son will be like, "Dad, I lost a day playing a video game." A movie is 2 hours.
Yeah.
A video game, you may give 10 hours of your day. So these characters continue to pop up in ways that are irresistible, and on platforms they continue to inspire. And I don't think they compete with each other. I think they all complement each other.
And another thing, because I follow you on X, a lot of people do, and every time you post, people will take your comments and run with it. Do you feel like we take your posts too seriously, or
people don't? Yeah, so there's a reason I started a podcast. And even some of the recent stories that I've told, I tell them in my voice. If I were to just tell them to a reporter, people make me out to be this person that I'm not. But when you hear my own voice, and sometimes I read my tweet, I've said to people, you guys all make me sound like someone who I'm not. I don't know that guy. I don't know that Rob Liefeld. I love comics. I promote comics twice a week on my Rob Observations podcast. I give nothing but love, and people who love the show, whether it's in the comments or to me personally, they say, Rob, the reason we love your show is because you love comics so much. You have so much positivity. So when I see people, it's very tribal. I think we've all noticed, like, X has become more tribal than ever. And what you'll also notice is I don't get in fights with people. 10 years ago, I used to love to get in fights on Twitter. Oh, let's go, let's dunk on each other. My son 10 years ago said, Dad, stop it. You're not accomplishing anything. You're just wasting your time. You're arguing with nameless people. And because so many times you're getting a handle. I'm Rob Liefeld talking to you. It says me, it's me. I may be talking to Joe's Jukebox or an account called The Dirty Laundromat.
Yeah.
Well, who knows who they are? So don't get caught up in that. So I just express my opinions, whether it's on social media or through my podcast, and they're just honest. I'm just telling stories, and I'm sharing stories. That's all I'm doing.
And your son would know, because he does have his own fans and fandom too.
That's correct. He's an actor, and he's doing auditions. He's booking roles. So I'm really excited for him.
And I'm always excited because because if I ever want an opinion, not just on comics but on movies and so on, because I always enjoy, because I remember my best experience watching Top Gun. I think it was in Las Vegas, and I sat behind you, and I remember you were having so much. I was having fun watching you in front of me, having so much fun in the theater, and I knew you are a big fan of everything?
Paramount called me the day before and said, "Can you fly to Vegas?" I got in the plane just to go see that. I flew to Vegas just to see that, and I couldn't believe it. And my kids were like, "Dad, you're just nostalgic. That movie. You're just nostalgic." And I'm like, "No, you guys don't." And then they went and they're like, "Dad, you're right. That is a great, one of the best movies I ever saw." You remember that? It shook the stadium. It shook that arena. That was a great experience.
No, it was a great experience watching you watch a movie.
Well, I appreciate that. I may have cried. Okay.
So that was perfect. And one last thing.
Sure.
You're bringing Young Bloods back for us. Tell us about that, and would you want to see someone to develop that into a different medium?
Well, we're getting a lot. No. We announced we were bringing Youngblood back, and the phones have been ringing off the hook, and we have got all sorts of tremendous talent talking to us. But for me, it begins and ends with the comic books, the actual stories. And I just believe that I can tell. I look around and I'm very competitive, and I'm always looking for inspiration. And I grew up on some of the very best team books: X-Men, Avengers, Fantastic Four. Some of the best runs that ever occurred on those books were while I was a fan reading them. And what I am looking to make the best team book in the industry. The pages that I have right now, I think I can't wait to share them with fans. I'm going to be giving out. I'm going to be offering the on the 33rd anniversary of Youngblood that week. You'll be getting the brand new Youngblood for me online through live streaming, because I have completely live streaming is a big deal for me. That immediate connection with the fans is everything, and I've had all of this incredible success in the last 2 years going direct to fan. So Youngblood is going to come direct to fan first, and then we'll hit the stores in the fall.
Well, I can't wait to talk to you again. So it's a pleasure.
Hey, thank you, sir.
Hey, thank you, Rob.